Well, welcome back to Freeing of Humanity Story Time. Once again, it's my story, and you could take everything I get with a grain of salt. However, once again, I did a reading and got some beautiful confirmations that appear to affirm or confirm what I got. And I just have to say this, when I do a reading, I do the readings first and then the confirmations come. It's not like I'm pulling a book and I go, okay, I'm going to manufacture this by whatever is in the gene key. No, I swear to God, it doesn't happen. Anyway, stage three, let's get on with the video. So immediately the images that came to me when I was asking for symbolic representation, um, oh, so cute, so charming, and you'll get the metaphor immediately. It was two children, and they're just like you could see it was nighttime, what was kind of clouded and dark, but two children on their knees beginning to decorate the first level of a Christmas tree. Like you couldn't kind of see around it, but they were taking the first steps to put the little bulbs on the Christmas tree. So I think that metaphor is self-explanatory. And then over here in the corner, I felt this, it looked like an image of an old-timey little boy, like a striped shirt and older shoes, like from the 1940s or 50s. And you could tell he was like a little chubby bully boy. And he was kicking a rusty old can like in defeat, like he didn't win. And obviously I take that as, oh, the old system over there and the old controllers are noticing their defeat, their demise is coming. So I think those are great symbols. Okay, now I'm just going to read to you words that describe stage three, that I said starts around 2027. Yeah. Okay, stage three, trial and error, adapting, strategizing, um, discovering. Let me see, I have notes everywhere. It is the time of reinvention of leadership, bing, 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 and groups forming. And the groups that are forming are not necessarily in forming in protest or things like that, although I guess that could happen. But it felt more like groups forming in communities to help other people to have discussions about what does leadership look like, what is this blah blah blah. So it felt more community oriented, which was beautiful. Okay, and then here's the confirmation that I got. Remember I said stage three is going to start 2027. And what did I get? I threw the hexagram saying, give us a theme, any words of advice, things that we need to be working on during this time. And I got, of course, hexagram or gene key 55, which is all about this time on planet Earth. And yeah, I'll just tell you, like I had to read the whole thing. I mean, that's probably why I'm tired. It's pretty long. But there's a section in there that says 2027, and it talks specifically about this time of change, and it fit to what I was receiving. So there you go. A little confirmation there. So here's what the Cosmos or the I Ching wanted us to hear. We did get a shadow line which says, we still have shadow work to do, of course. Um, where this period right now is, we're noticing the shadows externally, what's happening. And stage three, we start turning inwards and looking at ourselves as well. And these are the words from Richard Rudd in the Gene Keys. And it says, we begin to recognize how deeply victimized we are by our own core beliefs. And I will tell you what I'm talking about in here, I am going through right now. I'm my core beliefs have been just coming up so clearly. Oops, I don't know what's happening here. I have a WhatsApp message coming up. Anyway, yeah. So these things are going to become very evident to individuals themselves. They'll be like, oh, I used to believe this and it's not true, whether it be something like, I don't know, I'm not good enough. I don't know what the typical programs that go on inside of us. And you're going to begin to recognize how deeply damaging it has been to our bodies and our abilities to function authentically. It's going to be difficult to see that, right? But we need to see it so that we start taking responsibility for our own thoughts and beliefs about ourselves and society, right? And of course, it will be the beliefs about other people as well. Um, yes, this continuing on with Richard's words, it is the beginning of the end of our addiction to the dreams and I'm sorry, to the dramas of life. And it's already happening. Like we are getting so sick of the drama, the political drama, the war drama. It's just exhausting. We can't take it anymore. It's all bullshit. Sorry, just like, nothing ever gets done. We're sick of it, right? Yeah, this is going to be real evident in 2027. Um, and let's see, we begin searching for real freedom. We begin to see our collective, and we begin to see our collective unity as well as our uniqueness, right? And um, I'll con- we must move beyond blaming and complaining. Okay. And this searching for real freedom is during this time, as Richard talks about and what I was receiving as well. But there's going to be an even stronger influx of higher consciousness coming in. And that is going to help us um, loosen up our own awareness. It's the real freedom that this gene key is talking about, and this evolutionary force is forcing us into, is the freedom of our consciousness, our awareness. So as before, our awareness was all right here, our mental body, physical body, our environment, it right stuck here. And now, thank goodness for people like Darius J. Wright. Never thought I would say that. No, I'm just kidding. Um, Teaching people out of body experiences that we can move. Our awareness is free to move. So we're going to learn how to fly with our awareness. And when we do that, we we step out of the confines of our own concept of me and I, we begin to see, oh my God, we are one collective unit. Seeing our unity as well as, oh, look at that that gem over there is part of the whole, but it has a uniqueness to it, right? So it's beautiful. I think Richard talks about it as the Indra's net. Okay, so that's the freedom that's coming on board. Our awareness will break free of the confines of the body and our little constructed reality. So that'll be fun. Yes, freeing awareness, as well as this influx of higher consciousness, breaking our awareness free, is also going to begin, and this is also happening in me. Awakening the solar plexus so that the cat they're making their debuts. Beginning of the awakening of the solar plexus, and that so I suspect, as it is work coming from me, um, we will be, because we are becoming very aware of how we have victimized ourselves by our core beliefs. Those core beliefs are connected to these deeply rooted emotional things that are like so deeply embedded into our cellular level. This will become apparent. This will be coming up, and we'll be like, oh, but this is what is necessary in order to free the solar plexus from the dominion of emotions so that we can be able to connect to that Indra's net and begin freeing our body senses to sense the truth field around us. Does that make sense? So we can activate more clearly our senses beyond the physical level and into our intuitive and clair levels, right? So this is just what is beginning, the activation of the solar plexus. Okay, now a little bit of prediction stuff. Again, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Yeah. So 2027. Oh, and I asked a couple of questions. I don't know when I asked these. Regarding AI, will AI eventually go rogue against humanity? No. AI will evolve as humanity evolves. Yes. Okay, now going back into 2027. I was asking about this was a very muddy area, very confusing, and I thought I can't get any real information. This is about the Middle East conflict. 2027, Israel's influence continues over the US. Yes. Um, and just asking about Palestinians in Iran will be saved. Yes. That was kind of a weird wording, but they remain intact. Okay. So even though that war continues, yes, Iran and the Palestinian people will appear to still be hanging on. Okay. In 2027 to 2030, that whatever this stretch of time is, conflicts among other nations rise. Yes. And then I asked about energy crisis or food crisis. I got no on both. Natural disasters, though, of course, yes. And I asked about any kind of pandemic or illness, and I got a yes. Will this illness be planned? No. Are the controllers involved? I wanted to double ask the question. Controllers did it? Are they doing it? No. And I asked several times, and you're not supposed to, keep asking several times because then you start getting weird answers and it's like you don't trust your answers. But I did get that illness will spread, and not to everybody, but there'll be a wide population or a spread of an illness. Two types that are natural in their cause, yes, and they're like I was getting chemical in nature, and radiation is one. I don't know what kind of natural disaster or something, radiation coming up from the earth, I don't know, but that will come around. Yes, air. We're in an air zone. This stage is air. That's what I was getting. I don't know if it's true. And also a fungus will be airborne, and that will cause a lot of illnesses. Okay. Regarding economy, will there be an economic collapse? No. So, does the economy remain stable, such as it is? Yes. Let's see if I asked anything else. I think that's it. So, that's a look at stage 3 coming in 2027. We're beginning to build our Christmas tree. Okay, till next time.